going on here? Oh, am I recording? I'm recording today. Today's recording day, and I completely forgot. All right, well, we're here, so let's make it happen. Hey, it's your boy Dave Most. Thank you guys for checking in today. I know it's been a while since I put out some content, but I'm back and I'm raring to go. Now what I'd like to do is do a series of videos reviewing the belts that I've come to purchase over the past year or so. Originally, I wanted to start off with this one, the World Heavyweight Championship. But I'm deciding to go in a different way today. With the recent passing of WWE legend and Hall of Famer Pat Patterson, we're actually going to go review the WWE Intercontinental Championship title. Back in '79, he had defeated Ted DiBiase in early July or June to become the WWF North American Champion. He later won a fictional tournament to win the fictional South American Heavyweight Championship. So he had the North American Championship and the South American Championship. So in September, I'm assuming the company, united the titles, and that came about to the Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship. And that's why we have this title today. I think that's pretty cool. Another thing I came to know about Pat Patterson was that he's the father of the Royal Rumble. Without Patty Pat, we wouldn't have the Royal Rumble today. So, man, thank you for your moves and thank you for all you did, Pat. Rest in peace. Now, this title, in my opinion, is one of the most prestigious titles in the business. I actually think it gives the main card championship to either the heavyweight championship or the WWE championship or now the WWE Universal Championship. I think this one title gives the main cards a run for its money as far as prestige and, just all out storied history. What I've come to learn is that the person who held this title was the workhorse. That's why another name for the Intercontinental title was the workhorse title. Because the man who held this title, in one case China, the one woman to ever hold the Intercontinental Championship, but the person who hold this title was the one that was working every night. The person who held the Intercontinental Championship title was performing every single night at every single show, whether it was televised or just an untelevised live event or it was a pay-per-view. He was working. The heavyweight champion wasn't always working, but the Intercontinental Champion, the mid-card Intercontinental Champion, was always putting his body out there performing for the fans. And so that's why they refer to this title as the Workhorse Championship. Another reason why I feel like this championship is one of the most prestigious championships, I feel like it's been the most consistent throughout the years. As I mentioned earlier the main card championships. In the last 20 years, I feel like there's been like 5 different names for it. There's been the WWE WWF Championship, then the Undisputed Championship, then the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, then just the World Heavyweight Championship. And 4 years ago, they created the Universal Championship. And those are the main card championships. And although those are great belts in their own rights, and it's the main card championship, so it speaks volumes for whoever holds those titles. I feel like its identity has changed a lot throughout the years, especially in the last 20 years. But in this last 40 years, I feel like it's remained consistent throughout its time. It's always been referred to as the Intercontinental Championship. Originally, it was the Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship, but it's always been the Intercontinental Championship. And that's why I really feel like it's one of the most prestigious belts. When I think about this belt, like I mentioned in my first video, that you can see right here, maybe. I'm not sure. Hopefully I don't know how to do that. Like I mentioned in my first video, I jumped onto wrestling back in '01. And when I jumped on, Stone Cold was the WWF champion. Triple H was the Intercontinental champion. And so when I think about this championship over the years, I think about the likes of Triple H, Edge, Christian, Randy Orton, Shelton Benjamin, The Miz. My wife loves The Miz. Not because he's a wrestler, but because he has a show and she watches his show. And so The Miz is my wife's favorite wrestler. But I think about The Miz, I think about Kofi Kingston. Shoot, even this guy, the guy who this shirt's designed for, held this title. Roman Reigns was the Intercontinental Champion at one point. He held this very belt. Well, not this very, very belt, but you get what I'm saying. Come on. And so that's what I think about, man. When I think about the IC title, too, to be honest with you, when I grew up in wrestling, it wasn't this design. It was the oval belt. I was, when I really grew up in wrestling, it was the WWF Intercontinental Championship. Then it switched to WWE. The oval design. Before that, before the oval design, it was this design. So this is not our first time seeing this particular design. In between 85 and 97, this was the championship belt for the Intercontinental Championship, but it was a black strap. And in 97, I believe The Rock and Stone Cold were feuding, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, let me know in the comment sections just below. I think the Stone Cold threw the the black version of this belt into the river or something. And The Rock, who was associating with the Nation of Domination at the time, brought out the Oval Championship. And at the time, that Oval Championship had the original block letters WWF logo on it. Then when the Attitude Era began, they switched the block WWF logo to the scratch WWF logo, right? And then in 02, I want to say in 02, Vince and WWF lost a court battle to the World Wildlife Foundation because they wanted the rights to those initials WWF. So at that time, WWF converted to WWE. They dropped Federation and brought on Entertainment. And they had a whole slogan, "Get the F out." Now we all know what it means to get the F out. You know what I'm saying? But for them, it was a play on words. Get the F out. They were cutting. They literally had, in their commercials and promos, they literally, like, I remember one commercial was they had the WWF scratch logo cut out in hedges, and the guy in the chainsaw, woman in the chainsaw, cut out the F, and all was standing was the two W's. So that's how it became the WWE. So that was the oval belt. In 2011, they retired the oval design championship and brought back this championship, but in a white strap. And then last year, they retired this design and they brought about this new design. And originally, off bat, I wasn't digging it. I thought it was crap. I thought it was whack. But I'm not gonna lie, it's grown on me. It's grown on me, and maybe I'll come to procure it. But I'm not gonna do that anytime soon because it's the current belt, so it's gonna be around for a while. So that means WWE Shop is gonna be selling it for a while. Right now, I think my next sites I really want to get the Oval Intercontinental Championship or the black strap one of this one. But most likely be the Oval. Yeah, that's what I want to get next. But yeah, man, I think we should get to reviewing the belt and just take a look at it, in depth look at the actual designs and of this actual belt. By the way, I don't know if y'all noticed I'm wearing gloves. It's because this baby here loves to attract all types of fingerprints, and it gets all smudgy, and I just don't like it. I like my stuff to be clean. Even right now, it still managed to get some stuff on it. Ugh. But yeah, that's why I wear these gloves, so I can get as less fingerprints as possible. But yeah, let's jump to reviewing this belt real quick. Man, this belt I think is one of the most beautiful belts that have come out of the WWE manufacturing. I love the way the white and the gold cling to each other. I love the way the gold pops off the white. It just makes it super dope. Let's talk about the leather real quick. I love the tooling. Even when you start off from the right side of the belt, you look at all these toolings, all the engravings, all the markings, all around the belt. It's such a beautiful thing to see. Such incredible detail. Incredibly beautiful. As far as up here, I love the gold tip. I love the all-around gold tip. Sometimes you find when you buy like cheaper stuff, or if you go to eBay, you get some lesser quality stuff. They'll have like a skull plate like glued to the front side of the belt, and the whole back side of the belt is exposed. But I love how there's a gold tip all around the top of the belt. It just adds an authenticity to it. But obviously it's a replica, so yeah, I love it. I love the gold buttons. So we jump to the Intercontinental plate here, the mini plate here with the WWE Network logo. On the side here we have these two side plates where it's one on the first one, the smaller side plate. It looks like two wrestlers grappling in front of the WWE Network logo, and on the bigger side plate, it almost looks like he just rolled homeboy up for a schoolboy, or maybe some type of inverted or modified power bomb. I'm not sure, but that's what it looks like. These two wrestlers right here, and you get to the main belt, the main plate. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. It just stands out. I almost wish like there was actually a plate sitting on a plate sitting on a plate, like the whole 3D effect. I almost wish it was like that, but obviously it's not like that. But I love the classic ribbon with the heavyweight wrestling champion on it. It just adds this class, this sense of classy to it, this sense of prestige to it. The wings here, it looks like wings up here on each side of the logo network. The Intercontinental with the 3 stars next to it. Then you got the globe to kind of the globe, because it's Intercontinental. I mean, you feel me, right? You're picking up what I'm putting down, right? Facts. Then you got the stars. Almost it looks like the navigation star here. Like not navigation star, but like navigation compass. North, east, west, south. So on and so forth. And this is a beautiful belt, man. And obviously, as you move on towards the other side, it's a mirror image. These two, the same two side plates. There is no gold tip on this side, but that's fine. It's fine, whatever. On the back, it's black leather. Black leather all around. The screws on the back to keep the leather. I believe there is a version of this belt. I'm not sure that there's a leather that covers the screws so you don't see the screws. I'm not sure. Then you have the official authentic license replica championship belt or championship title. Yeah, man, with the WWE holographic sticker, authentic holographic sticker. It's a beautiful title. It's a really beautiful title. One of my favorite titles to look at. I can't wait till Lord blesses me with a bigger home, so I can have my man cave and display these joints, man. This is fire, man. But yeah, so that was that today, man. I enjoyed doing this video. I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope I was able to give some good information, and hope you were able to pick up on something. A little plug to my little daughter here, my 1-year-old daughter, and her beautiful paintings. You see here, this beautiful painting my daughter did. And then my wife did our wall tree. You know what I'm saying? She did a beautiful little wall tree here. My wife is so creative. My wife and my daughter are amazing. I'm surrounded by creativity, y'all. And I'm blessed. I'm blessed. Alright, y'all. Thank y'all so much. My next video, I will be digging into this baby right here. The World Heavyweight Championship. Can you imagine, dog? Like, can you imagine? Like, if I was Dave Mouse, the Intercontinental and World Heavyweight Champion. Right? That'd be fire, right? You know that'd be fire. Stop fronting. Stop fronting. Alright, till next time, y'all. Love y'all. Peace.